Today we are going to focus on having more success. Hey, it's Gary. Hope you're doing well. And I've got a little tequila here. If you're watching this live, give me a 1 in the comments. If you're watching this on a replay, give me a 3 in the comments. And today I'm going to share with you one of the things I see as a business consultant, whether I'm consulting somebody who is like a CEO of a billion-dollar company or somebody who's just getting started, this is something that everybody, I believe, has a challenge with, myself included. And if you focus on this a lot better, know that you're doing this, then you'll be able to circumnavigate and improve your skills. So let's talk about, and you might want to type this in the comment, and when you do, by the time I'm done with this video, it'll make even that much more sense. You want to be like a stamp. Be like a stamp. What does that mean? It means stick to one. How many? One thing. How many? Stick to one thing, not 5, not 100, not 20, not 7 streams of income. If you have 7 streams of income and they all trickle, it does you no good. So first of all, stick to one thing. Be like a stamp. So what do I mean by that? Especially nowadays with the social media that we have, we are so constantly distracted. And one of the things that I think are hurting people from having more success is because there's so many distractions, they're not able to control. You want to take this word to heart. You want to control. What is it that you want to control? You want to control your environment. Control your environment. I have to be so focused on this. Check this out. I hope I'm not the only one that has this problem. So I know, let's say I have to go on Instagram and I need to search somebody on Instagram, and I don't remember exactly what their handle is, but I've got to search for them. I have to consciously say, sometimes out loud, I'm going to search for John Doe, and here's why. How many of you have gone into the search and all the favorite things that you've given the algorithm in Instagram are going to show up in your search? If you take a friend's phone, you want to know what their interests are? Take anybody's phone, go to their Instagram, and hit the search icon, and everything that shows up is what they're interested in. IG's algorithm knows that. Facebook algorithms knows that. YouTube's algorithms, they all know this stuff. So when I get onto the search of an Instagram, I pretty much see 4 things. I see airplanes and helicopters. I see women. I'm single, all right? Say if I was married and I had a lot of women on there, there's a clue there for you, right? You can find out a lot of stuff on that Instagram search. And then I see a lot of stuff on animals because I love animals, like little tequila. So then what happens is I've done forgotten, why am I here? Oh, I'm here to look up John Doe. And before you know it, I'm down a rabbit hole. I've lost 10, 15 minutes. I'm totally distracted. This is why you have to control your environment. And this is often why I do specific things to control my environment, to enable me to be like a stamp, not only stick to one thing, but maintain the attitude where I'm constantly focused and not losing by being distracted. So I say out loud what I'm looking for, I hit the search, and I go right to the top and I search who I need to search, so I'm not distracted by the women, the airplanes, the helicopters, the jets, and the fitness, and the animals. What are you doing to control your environment? What about your environment needs control? And I hear people, there's some people, they like to listen to music. Now, it depends. Now, if I'm focused on, I'm writing something and I'm on a program, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I don't have the music on. I don't have the TV on. My door is closed. My door is closed and I live by myself. It's just a way of me saying I'm in control of my environment. Here's another thing you have to be careful of. Often, you're going to have people like, I tell you, I have this, oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times. And over a year, it's thousands, all right? Hundreds or thousands of times, people are always hitting me up for this opportunity. People also that I don't know, and people also that I do know. So how do I know who to consider talking to? Like on LinkedIn is the worst. It's like they see you and they want to marry you right away. Hey, I saw your profile. That's a cut and paste. You're doing some amazing stuff. I'd like to connect with you. Would Wednesday or Thursday be okay? Here's my click. And we just have an automatic response that says, 0 interest, thanks, have a great day. Boom, Team Gary or whatever it says. Done. We don't allow these things to have distraction. Now, I also will have friends say, hey, Gary, can I get a half an hour of your time? Or can I get just a quick meeting? I want to chat to you about something. Before I meet with anybody, I want to know what? Why? Because if it's not in harmony with my goals, I don't want to have interest in it. Now, if I'm reaching out to somebody and if I can't offer them something that's in harmony with their goals, I'm not going to be interested. Now, often what happens when I tell somebody, well, that's not in line with what I want, they try to defend that and say, no, but no. I know what it means for me to control my environment. I know the path that I'm on, and I know what it means for me to stick like a stamp. And anything you're going to say is not going to convince me because I'm so focused on it. Look at your environment. If your environment is something that you are not able to control, you're going to have a hard time getting more or having more success. Stop and think about it. Ultimately, certain levels of success are dependent upon the amount of consistent action massively that you can take in a short period of time or in a period of time. The more you take action, the more action steps you do in a shorter period of time, the more success that you'll have, the quicker you'll get to point A from point B. Period. Bottom line. Anything that you add additionally to all that with minutia and all these distractions by not controlling your environment, you will not get to point B from A faster. End of story. So you make a decision. Do I want to get to the next level faster? Or do I want to wait forever because I can't tell people no? You've got to learn, if you're not already there, to be able to tell people no, even people that are close to you. I knew a guy that I did business with for years, and he wanted me to do something for him, and it wasn't in line in my business model. I have never heard from that man in probably 5 years. He's done. He's done with me because I told him no. I'm okay with that. If that's what he's looking for me as a friend or acquaintance, and I don't do something for him that's not in line with what I need for my company and my team, and you're not willing to follow up and have a friendship anymore, it is what it is. So you're going to lose people, but remember, you're going to repel what you don't want. You will attract what you do want. So I want you to write down real quickly, maybe just one or two, maybe three things that you can be aware of that keeps you distracted. One, the biggest one will be social media. Social media. Then you have interruptions. What kind of interruptions outside of social media? It could be friends, kids, family, somebody coming to your doorbell. One of the reasons, and it sounds crazy, but one of the reasons I live in a gated community, I limit my interruptions. Nobody rings my doorbell, and if they do, it's got to be a neighbor I know. Other than that, I know in advance somebody's coming, and I can plan when to have them come by if it's maintenance or something like that. So you have social media, distractions, I don't know, just lack of attention. You have a lack of attention. Your attention span is short, and you use the excuse, I got ADHD. Well, if anybody had ADHD, I got it, right? But I have learned to create an attention span, and I've done this by literally, consciously, intentionally conditioning myself that I can literally stay on the phones. Whoops, where's my camera? On the phones, in front of a computer for 8 hours straight. Why? Because I understand that I don't want distractions. I've conditioned myself. By doing this, it gets me more results. All right, so I hope I've given you something to think about today. And I think I'm a little long on my time. Usually I like to limit this to 10 minutes or so, so I think I'm right about there. Okay, I'm out of here. Love to see below. Be like a stamp. Put in the comments, be like a stamp. So know what it is to mean to be like a stamp. Stay focused like a stamp, and watch out for your distractions. And if you have one specific distraction that seems to get you all the time, note what it is and see what you can do to harness it in, and be very aware that there's going to be many, many times, if you want to master this, you're going to have the ability to say what? To say no. That's right, the N-word. I'm out of here. Between now and the next time we get to chat, if you've never seen my work before, you'll know now what I mean by here's what you got to do every day. Don't let others rent space in your head. Have an awesome day. We will see you. Tequila.